Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See, Rahul Gandhi resigned on July 3rd, and Mansoor Khan of IMA had absconded on June 10th, and it was June 11th when we got that audio message of that video message of Mansoor Khan, where he said that okay, I'm going to do suicide, and Mr. Roshan Beg has taken 400 crores from me, and this is I'm into a political mess, and nobody can blame me, and all those crap we heard from him. And then recently, like yesterday, July 15th or 16th, day before yesterday, we got this message, this video from Mansoor Khan, in which he's saying that I'm going to come back to India, whereas the fact is that his passport is actually suspended. This is what we know, and SIT is the only team that can get him back, but they're not being able to trace his IP address, and there are many fishy things going on. So this video is actually about what IMA investors actually need to do. I have listed this in points, and I'm going to put it in the description as well. The first thing is you have to call SIT if somebody can call. I'm sure they're not going to give us any information on what they're doing, but if you can call them and find out when actually they're going to submit their report on whatever investigations they have done. Okay, and are they intending to apply Karnataka Protection of Interest of Depositors Act in the report? Okay, in the cases they are going to do. They have already, they have two people in custody. One is Maulana Hanif and the other one is Mr. Mazhar. So how long will they be kept in custody? Are they indeed in custody, or have they let them go? So if they are in custody, there should be some act that needs to be applied. You can't keep a person in custody for more than 48 hours. That is what we know of the law. But KPID, are they intending to apply KPID on the existing case that Khalid has filed, or what are their plans? I mean, just someone call SIT if possible, and if they are willing to share some information, get this information out. The second thing is actually, I'm from Mumbai, I'm not from Karnataka, and I'm not really connected with most of the people there. But we are going to send you a link down here with the Telegram group that we are working on. We have created for IMA investors. So please join that group. And so second point is someone call Advocate Tahir. I mean, I'm asking you, one of you, to call Advocate Tahir and ask him to forward the copy of the PIL he has submitted in court, so that we actually know what are his submissions in court. Okay, and there is another lawyer also who has submitted one PIL for KPID, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So someone please get a copy of what they have submitted in court. The third thing is make a list of all the partners, of IMA, of all the partners, all the board of directors. It was a big company, right? They must have had a board of directors and the promoters. Make a list of them. Okay, the promoters, the agents, if there were independent moving agents of IMA or not, and make a list of them so that each one of them is prosecuted. That's the third point. The fourth one is make a list of the properties you think belongs to IMA, because you can't leave everything to the investigating agencies. There are chances that they might omit most of the information and they don't know. So you have to make a list of the properties, the assets, the cars, maybe perhaps what he owned, and the bungalows or the villas or the flats in the name of his son. Whoever has any information should gather it into one place. So we have this Telegram group, and you can post all the information there. We'll verify it, and we'll probably forward it to SIT and other investigating bodies, whoever comes up after SIT. So fourth one is make a list of all the properties, the assets you think IMA owns. And the fifth one is create a Google Drive in which you upload all these information. We are going to start that, but we expect someone from IMA, the investors, to actually create a Google Drive and upload all these documents you get, these legal documents. Just upload it and keep it there, so that if anybody asks, okay, I need this, I need a copy of the PIL Advocate Tahir has submitted, so you can give them a link and they can have access to it. in future, if you plan to go to Supreme Court, you would require these documents actually. So create a Google Drive and upload all relevant images, audios, videos, and documents related to the case. And sixth is, and finally, hit social media. You see, you have to make the authorities realize that you are still interested, you still want your money back, and limiting yourself to WhatsApp or Telegram actually does not help at all. You can hit them the hardest, I mean, like hit their conscience the hardest by being very active in Twitter, in Facebook. Okay, in Twitter you can tag them so they get the message on their faces. So in Facebook and in YouTube. WhatsApp and Telegram will actually eventually kill those your efforts, because they're not going anywhere out. And these instructions are actually for the general people. Okay, all of these instructions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there is a separate instructions for whoever thinks that he's forming an association and doing the right work there. See, the association should file a petition in the High Court. If you hire a lawyer, he will be limited to giving suggestions via written suggestions and verbal suggestions to the public prosecutor in case KPID Act is filed. We don't know if it's going to be filed or not, but it falls in by default. So if you hire a lawyer, the only difference he can make to the case is he can't argue, he can write in and give it to the public prosecutor, and the public prosecutor will be representing the investors if it is a KPID case, if KPID is applied. So file a petition in High Court according to the results of the investigation report put forward by SIT. That is what needs to be done. Okay, and you have to make sure that the report the SIT submits is, you can't make sure, you just need to know if they are submitting the property list. Okay, what properties they have identified, are they submitting the total claims of the investors, the 20,000, 25,000 complaints. What are the total, what is the total amount of claims, what is the property list they have identified and all, and whether or not they would require some kind of a forensic investigation on like for example Maulana Hanif's bank account and Honorable MLA Roshan Beg's bank account. Are they going to do a forensic? Have they demanded a forensic in their report, or have they already sent one to the forensics to get the money trail of these people's bank account? And according to what they are submitting, you have to file a petition in High Court. You have to look for their shortcomings. You have to also ask them the reason for them releasing the partners, the core partners of IMA, and whatever information they have got from their investigation on the core partners of IMA. So have they actually mentioned it in that report? So these all things need to be done. Okay, and there are some bodies that have evolved out of this scam, and they claim to be leading the investors into a legal fight. And above all this, we know that Karnataka government is shaky at present. 13 or 14 MLAs have put up their resignation post the resignation of the Congress President Rahul Gandhi. And there are quite high chances for the government to fall. The recent story is that Supreme Court is watching over this whole scenario of Karnataka political scenario. So if the government falls, we probably will have either Congress with a little less chance and BJP with high chances of making government. And the fact we need to consider here is that even if BJP comes in, the government falls, nothing much is going to help the IMA case for the investors. Okay, important is and the easiest of all is get to know what PIL advocate Tahir has submitted, create a Google Drive, hit the internet. Okay, and whoever is leading, make sure that they do it in the right way. And the most important of all is join our group if you really want to know what is the best way forward from here on for IMA investors. This is Yunus Sayed from Hira Victim Association, and we have had quite a lengthy fight against Hira Group of companies without any political or any kind of support, in fact. And this fight has made us have actually got us more experience on how to actually fight these scamsters, these Ponzi scamsters. And we just want to help you for free, and we have never charged a single penny till date, and intend to remain free of cost till eternity. And we want to fight this scam. We want to fight these scamsters and teach them a lesson. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.